How's it going, everyone? It is me, Stateside Footy, and just like we did Leeds United yesterday, today we're going to be taking a look at Leicester City squad and the changes they need to make going into the championship next year. Starting off, of course, we're going to be taking a look at the goalkeeper situation. As always, we're going to start off with the starting goalkeeper, Danny Ward. I mean, you can keep him as a backup option. I wouldn't do much else than that. As for Alex Smithies, you might as well just... Actually, we're going to sell Danny Ward. We're going to keep the other two keepers. We're going to sign a starting keeper for Leicester. I think he'll become the 2 and he'll become the 3 in this situation, but I do think that Danny Ward needs to go. He's not a starting keeper for you guys once you get back to the Premier League, and he's going to do mediocre in the championship as well. As for the defenders, we're going to go ahead and move along quickly. James Justin, if you can keep him, I would. He's still, I think, relatively young. I think he's coming off an injury as well. Might as well. Voutface, get rid of him. Get rid of him. I think that Soyuncu's probably going to leave on a contract exit anyways. I think the same will happen with Ryan Bertrand. I think the same will happen with Johnny Evans. Might as well keep Harry Sutar. I think he can do a job. As for Victor Christensen, might as well keep him too. Daniel Amarty has been an excellent servant to the club. Ricardo Pereira, I'm going to sell him up. I think you can get, maybe Palace will go in for him, a right back situation there. I know Palace are desperate for a right back at this point, so it could be a good signing for them. Yannick Vestergaard. Has he? No. Might as well keep him. That gives you quite a few center backs, though, which is kind of problematic. Castagna, you're going to sell him up as well. Somebody's going to come in for him. And Luke Thomas, you will be able to keep him just because of his age more than anything. Harvey Barnes is a Premier League player. Yuri Tielemans has already said he's leaving the club. As for James Maddison, sell him up. He's going to be playing in the Premier League. He's going to be playing for the Championship club or Champions League club in the next season. He's going to be playing for Newcastle. You can take that to the bank. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, I think you can manage to keep him as well. Mendy is on contract exit. His contract's run out as well. As for the... As for the next midfielder, As for the next midfielder, we got Wilfred Ndidi. I'm going to say sell him up as well. I think there's a lot of value in this team for Leicester City at this moment. Dennis Pratt, I mean, I don't really have quite the opinion on this one. I say you hold on to him, and eventually he's a contract exit. I think he might have 2 years left on his deal, 1 year after this one. May just be a contract exit after next year for them. Sumare, I would sell him, period. I think you can get some money from him or even loan him at this point. He hasn't been doing much for you guys. As for Jamie Vardy, this is a tough one. Jamie Vardy is Leicester City through and through, the embodiment of Leicester City. But I think it is time for Vardy to move on and to stay in the Premier League exactly where he belongs. As for Ian Nacho, I think they can manage to keep him. I think they can manage to keep Patson Daka as well. For Tete, his contract is expired or is expiring here soon. I say let him go on a contract exit as well. He hasn't been the player you expected him to be in your midfield. Hamza Chowdhury is a little bit of a weird one because he's a player that they've managed to do that's been doing very well on loan, I believe, for Watford, I think it was, or Watford or West Brom, I'm not sure. I know one of him or Albrighton went to West Brom, one of them went to Watford. Personally, I think Chowdhury should stay. At Albrighton, you can sell him as well, get some money for him. So you can see there, Leicester are going to have quite the rebuild ahead of them. They're going to be losing 3, 6, 7 players for free. They're going to be selling 4 more. This may be a reason they keep Danny Ward. Maybe there's different positions. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Danny Ward's staying just because they have other positions that they just need players in. They need bodies in those positions. They can't go afford to get this goalkeeper, like I said. And you may see them keep a player like Voutface as well, just for depth reasons. But other than that, I mean, this Leicester squad was very thin at the beginning of the season. I mean, granted, 7 of their players are leaving on contract exits. But I think you've got 2 strikers here, Dewsbury Hall I mean, Dewsbury Hall is realistically the only midfielder you're keeping. So maybe you keep Samari as well. So you're going to have to completely rebuild your midfield. You've got Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Maybe you, I mean, he'll be staying, but he'll be a contract exit in the future. Maybe you keep Mendy as well, but I don't see you keeping Barnes. Tielemans has already said he's leaving. Madison's going to be gone. Ndidi is probably going to be gone here. He's earned a spot in the Premier as a proven top flight level player. And I don't see who else sticks around really. Castagne's gone. Pereira's gone, so you're losing 2 right backs. You have Justin and Thomas on your fullback positions starting, so they'll be fine there. Center back position is going to be a weird one. So realistically, these are the positions I think Leicester need to take a look at. Center back, literally the entire midfield, and then the wings. I mean, both wingers probably need somewhere, unless you're going to play like something narrow, which, I mean, what are you, crazy? But no, you need some speed on the wings, unless you play like a Daka on the wing or something like that, and then just sign one winger. But midfield's going to need some help, and so is the center back situation, because you've only got Sutar, Vestergaard, and Amarty, I believe, unless Christensen might be a center back. I can't remember off the top of my head. Doesn't tell me. He's a left back, so you'll be fine in the fullback positions. You've got, I think, 4 players that can play in fullback positions, and then you got another midfielder or 2 sticking around. So realistically, it's going to be difficult. I think out of the 3 teams that went down, and this might sound crazy, Leicester may have the hardest time getting back up because, and I could be completely wrong, Leicester could go and get a higher point tally than Burnley did this last year, but Dean Smith's the manager, and I just don't think that this squad is going to keep enough players to get back up next season. And I think that's going to be problematic for them, which is crazy because they just won the FA Cup a few years ago. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you think some of these players stick around? Do you think some of these, like Jamie Vardy may stick around? If Jamie Vardy sticks around, that's a completely different story for Leicester. But I do see Barnes and Madison gone. I do see Ndidi gone. I see Castagne and Pereira gone. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Of course, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and not quite sure what it's going to be yet. I think I'm going to look at the Premier League award winners and kind of like silly little awards of who I think is going to win those. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.